Um, Today we'll discuss this the new topic, the new chapter, that is AWT. AWT, before that it has written GUI, building with AWT. GUI means graphic user interface. Okay, in Windows, in your operating system, whenever we are doing anything that interacting with the system, that is in the graphical screen. So the opposite of GUI is character user interface. In Java, whatever programs we have written, so that is your CUI environment. Okay, that is nowhere related to any GUI environment. In the command mode, we are using it. After that, we learn the applet programming, the Java applet. Java applet is a class using which we can design the application which you can run in the web browser. And that applet is um, is having so many methods which you need to so override and redefine the method and use it. So paint method is the main important method, which under which whatever you will write, that will be executed in the applet. And applet class you have to inherit. So you can say now AWT stands for abstract window tools. Okay, abstract window tools. Abstract means the abstract class, the abstract class which cannot be instantiated. Okay, so the abstract class, so many classes are already there, using which we can design GUI application, or we can say Windows application. Okay, so the AWT meaning is your abstract window toolkit. Means so many classes are already there, that using those classes we will design some, we will inherit those classes and use it for Windows applications. So Windows applications means the window having several area. Like here, this is your this is your title of the window. Okay, suppose we open one window or browser or whatever the application. Suppose this is your application, where there are some minimize, maximize buttons are there, and the window can be changed the size, and some command button, something like suppose you mm, suppose here file menu, when you choose open, it asks it shows a screen. So this is your window screen. So in this window screen, so there are some options are there, and here there is a text box, and command buttons are here, and these are the some graphical buttons using which this is your title. Okay, so this is one type of window screen. So similar type of applications you can design using the AWT program. So AWT is, the full form is abstract window toolkit. So means Windows classes are there that we will use it. Then what is that? Present in all Java implementations. All the Java version, this is available. Described in most Java textbooks. Adequate for many applications. Use the controls defined by your operating system. Uses the controls defined by operating system. Controls means the command button, option button. These are the controls which are defined by the operating system. That thing we can use it in the application. Therefore, it is a least common denominator. It's least common denominator. Difficult to build an attractive GUI, means in a graphical user interface. an attractive GUI is difficult to write, but using this window toolkit, you can design as per your choices and as per your interest. Okay, so for using this abstract window to AWT classes, you need to import these packages. Import java.awt.star, import java.awt.events.star. So these are the packages you have to import. Okay, so AWT is a package, event is also a sub package, and under that so many classes are there. So what we will do to build a GUI? Make somewhere to display things, usually frames or dialog. Frame means the frame is just like a you can say, suppose I will show you here. I'll new, okay, file, save it. Here you can see, so this is one dialog box. This is one dialog box where some command buttons are there, text box is there, drop down option is there, okay, and these are the buttons. This is a drop down button. So these are this is the title bar, and this thing we are saying a dialog box. So what is the difference between frame and dialog box is dialog box cannot change the size. The dialog box is fixed during the program execution, but the frame change size can be changed, okay, modified by the user. Normally a window is also a frame, so we'll see that. So here usually frame or dialog or an applet. So applet we have used, we have seen applet. So two things, frame, dialog, these are the things for the application we will discuss and we will write the code. So create some components such as buttons, text area, panel. These are the components. Each individual item is called one component. So in your AWT, the main thing is your component. What type of component you will use? Either that will be a command button, that may be a text area, that may be a panel. So many things are there. We will go to details about the components on the coming slides. So add your component to your display area. As per your requirement, in the display area, you can add the component. Arrange or lay out your component. The components you will arrange. So some predefined things are there, predefined adapters are there. Using that, you can arrange your component as per the layout, particular layout. So attach listener to your component. Attach listener to your component means when you do any event on a, suppose there is a command button. If you click above that, what should be executed? That is called, that code is written in the listener. So listener, the task of listener is it always wait for the event occur for a particular component. And we have in the last class we have seen the keyboard and mouse listener. Okay, keyboard mouse event listener. So here first what you have to do, you have to put some components as per your requirement, then display that component on the screen. Okay, and next is set the layout, how the components will be displayed, and next one is attach listener to your component. Means when you do some events, what it will do, that is called listener code. So that listener code you have to attach to the component. So what listener will do? Interacting with the component cause an event to occur. A listener gets a message when an interesting event occurs and executes some code to deal it. So the task of listener is gets interesting event occurs. So when any event occur, it will get and execute some code to deal with it. So this is the Java AWT hierarchy. Java AWT hierarchy. In the Java, the classes hierarchy is like this. The topmost object is your object. There is a predefined object that is called predefined class, that name is called object. Okay. Under object, there is a component. There are some component class is there. Object class, component class. Under component class, these are the subclasses: button, label, checkbox, choice, list, container. These are the subclasses of component class. And this container class having window and panel. These are the two types of container. Window is a container, panel is a container. So container means which contains some multiple components. Okay, container is a contains which contains a either here a window or a panel. Then window may contain frame and dialog. These are the two types of window, frame and dialog. Panel, again, applet, the applet thing is a panel. Okay, so this is the hierarchy of your Java AWT. So you have to remember this thing, this diagram, layout, hierarchy. What is the Java AWT hierarchy means? You have to write and say this thing. The topmost is your object. Next come to component. It is the child of the object, and these are the child of component, and this is the inherited method of the AWT. Okay, so here the super parent is object. The child of object is component. The child of component is button, label, checkbox, choice, list, container. The button means the command buttons. Okay, cancel. These are the buttons. Label means where something showing. Okay, you cannot modify it runtime. Checkbox, tick mark, you can mark it. Choice means the option buttons, 1, 2, 3 option. Out of these, whatever the choice you will choose. List means some items are there. Out of this, you will choose one list. So then container is having multiple types of items, that is window or panel. Window contains frame or dialog, and panel, that's it is applet is inherited from panel. So see the diagram. Component having container two types, window or panel. Window again having a frame. Okay, without frame there is no existence of window. Okay, so here we will learn these classes in the Java AWT programming. So component, at the top of the AWT hierarchy is the component class. Component is an abstract class that encapsulates all of the attributes of visual components. Component is an abstract class that encapsulates. Abstract class means you cannot create the object. Okay, it is an abstract class which encapsulate all the attributes of visual components. Visual components like the command button, text area, label. These are the components which are having inside the components. And the container is a component, is also a component. The container is a component in AWT that can contain another components like buttons, text fields, labels, etc. These are the components which are under container. The classes that extends container class are known as containers such as frame, dialog, and panel. So some extended classes are there, which is from container class, that is frame, dialog, panel. Okay. The container class is a subclass of component. The container class is subclass of component. Here we have seen container class is a subclass of component. It has additional method that allow other components objects to be nested within. We'll continue that. The container class is a subclass of component. It has additional methods that allow other component objects to be nested within. So that component having some additional methods. Inside the component, some additional methods are defined. And the whatever classes, whatever the methods are defined, whatever the components, what are the content in the container, that is inherited, and that is directly you can use it. So other container objects can be stored inside the container. Other container objects can be stored inside a container. Means you will define a container, under that you can store other containers. Since they are themselves instance of component, this makes for a multi-level containment system. A container is responsible for laying out. So the particular layout, it is responsible for laying out the components. So that is positioning and components that it contains. So now we will see what is containers and components. Containers and components. So job of a container is to hold and display the components. Container will hold the and display the components. Some common subclasses of components are button, checkbox, label, scroll bar, text field, and text area. These are the subclasses of component. Component is a class under which these are the subclasses: button, the checkbox, label, scroll bar, text field, and text area. So component, a button means the command buttons, checkbox you know, labels you know, scroll bar you know, text field in the box where you can type something, that is text field, and text area means a big box which contains which you can type there. So a container is also a component. As we have seen, we have discussed, a container is also a component, as well as component contains subcomponents. Okay, so container is also a component. This allows container to be nested. Means inside a container that may be another sub-container maybe you can use. Some container subclasses are panel, window, and frame. These are the three containers which we will discuss. That is panel, you can say also applet, window, and frame. These are the container subclass members. First, let us see what is panel. Panel is a container that does not contain title bar and menu bar. Okay, like suppose this PowerPoint screen. Here there is no title, this screen, but here this is the title. If you just think about this, then this area does not having any menu bar, any title bar, whatever. So this you can say one panel. Okay, we'll see the picture of panel. The panel is a container that does not contain title bar and menu bars. Okay, it can have other components like button, text field, etc. The panel is a container that does not contain title bar and menu bars. It can have other components like button, text field, etc. The panel class is a concrete subclass of container. The panel class is a concrete subclass of container. Concrete subclass means that is a class under which there is no child. Okay, that is a concrete subclass of container. A panel may be thought of as a recursive nestable concrete screen component. Panel is the superclass of for applet. So from panel you can only design applet. So applet's superclass is panel. When screen output is directed to an applet, if you whenever you are directing to the applet for screen output, then it is drawn on a surface of a panel object. So, but when you are showing any output, it will show on the panel object. So, it is essential. In essence, a panel is a window that does not contain a title bar, menu bar, border. Remember, this is the in the exam or in Viva, so we may ask you that what is the difference between panel and frame. Okay, there you will find here. So here panel does not having title bar, menu bar or border. So there is no border, there is no title bar, there is no menu bar. Menu bar means when you are file, save, next, these are the menu bars, menus. So that is not there. This is why you do not see these items when an applet is run inside a browser. When we are using a browser and we are running any applet, because of there is no border, there is no title, there is no menu, so it is invisible. So when you run an applet using an applet viewer, the applet viewer provides the title and border. Applet viewer is providing in the applet viewer, but applet does not having this thing because applet is a panel. So see the screen. So this is your panel. This is your panel. Okay. This thing is panel under which multiple command buttons are there. Button 1, button 2. So there is no border, there is no title bar. You cannot put menu here in the panel. Next come to window. Window is the container that has no border and menu bar. No border and menu bar. Like panel. Panel does not having border and does not have menu. But what it has? So you must use frame. So for Windows, you must use frame, dialog or another window for creating a window. To create a window, you need to use frame. So we'll see the next slide, that is frame. So frame, without frame, there is no output existence of window. Okay. The window class creates a top level window. The window class creates a top level window. A top level window is not contained within any other object. A top level window is not contained within any other object. It sits directly on the desktop. Generally, you won't create window object directly. So window object is not created directly. When we see the program, then you will understand it easily. So here what we have seen, we have learned that window does not having the border as well as menu bar. Okay, but you may put title bar, you may status bar like that. Next is frame. So two components we have seen, that is our panel, then window. Third one is your frame. Frame is the core container. This is a container that contains title bar, can have menu bar. Title bar with menu bar. So it can have other components like button, text field, etc. Frame also can have sub-components. Frame encapsulates what it commonly thought of as a window. So window, and under window, without frame there is no use. So it is a subclass of window and has a title bar, menu bar, borders, raising corners. Okay, the frame having title bar, menu bar, borders and resizing corners, means the corners you can change the size at runtime. That is called frame. Okay. An applet is a panel is a container. Applet is panel is a container. Means that we have seen the applet program. The applet is also called panel, and panel is a container. So see the hierarchy, the class hierarchy. Java.lang.object, java.aw.component, java.aw.container, java.aw.panel, java.applet.applet. Okay, so this is the hierarchy which we have seen in the previous hierarchy diagram. So you can display things in an applet. Means inside the applet we can show something or display some data. See the diagram here. See the picture where all the things will be covered. First one, this is called container, which is one applet. Okay, this is one applet container. And you can see here there is no border. This is also container panels. Panel having command button. Here command buttons are there, the buttons are there, the label is there, text box is there. Okay. So this is called panel. And this is called canvas, where you can draw something, canvas. And these are the components. So first is container, is also a component. The container having some sub things, container having the next, inside the container panel is there. So panel is a container and that is under the applet. So applet under that panel, under that canvas. All these are components. Then buttons. This is text field where you can edit, type something. Labels, these are also components. Okay. So just go through again. This is your container, applet container, then panel container, then canvas component, then button component, then text field components, these are label components. Okay, so these are the things. An application has a public static void main method. Okay, but an applet usually does not. We have seen inside the applet, this main method is not there. But in other application, we have used main method to execute the program. So because applet is running in the web browser, main method is not required. In applet's main method is in the browser. Browser is the main method because you can run in the browser. To write an applet, already we have discussed this thing. Only we are re-discussing because this is related to the AWT. To write an applet, you extend applet and override some of its methods like paint, init, start. The most important methods are init method, which is a constructor type method, start method and paint method. So how to create an object? You design a class and extend from applet class. Okay. So you can add components to the applets. The best place to add components is init. You can paint directly on the applet. It is better to paint an content component. Do all painting from paint graphics. Already we have this. So next we will see some types of components. Just see the picture here. Here, again I am telling you, this is level, this is button, this is button, this is checkbox, this is choice, list, scroll bar, text field, text area, checkbox, group of checkbox. Next is your methods of component class. Add method to add a component, insert a component on inside this component. Set size to set the size of the component. Set layout to define the layout using layout manager. Set visible to set the visibility of the component, whether true or false. Okay. Now let us see some small programs, where you can clarify easily, understand it easily. Just see here. Just go through this program. This is an AWT program. As we have discussed, AWT program will have main function like other console applications. See here, here there is a class defined. The class name is fast, and it is frame class is inherited. Frame class is inherited, and frame class is imported from java.awt.tar. So a frame class is imported, and it can be used in the class fast, which we have created. And this is your constructor. Inside the constructor, button B equal to new button, click me. So means there will be a button object created. Button class is there, button object is created, and that button object is named as B. B dot set bound 30, 180, 30 means that is the size of the button at XY position. This is height and width. Okay, this is the XY position, height and width. Next, add B means now here B is created, but not means here this add method is add the button, add that component to the frame. So add is a method which is called here, which will add the B to the frame. Set size, that means the size of the frame, 300 and 300. Size of the frame. Set layout, null, means no layout is defined. Okay. Set visible, true. That is, when this will execute, the frame will be visible on the screen. Now main method. Inside the main method, you know, this is the syntax. Fast F. Fast is a class name. Fast F equal to new fast. Means when this F object creates, then automatically this thing will be executed because inside the constructor it is written. Okay. Now let us see the execution of this program. Fast.java. Next, Java fast. See the diagram here. One frame is created. Just see the program. Compare with this. Here, F is created and when f created, there will be a button defined, and, here click me is written. This click me value is written because this is written here, and when this statement executes, it is not showing on the screen. It is showing on the screen when this line is executed. Sorry, this is executable. Okay, if we stop this, if you set this to false or not set it, okay, now let us see. And remember, this AW program, here we have not written any event. What to do in this window screen, that is not written. So you must have to define some listeners to listen the event and do appropriately. Now this here you cannot close. Even if it is there, you cannot close it because close is not written. So to stop it, here, because this programming is running, use the Control C to stop it. Okay, so this is the method to stop. Now here set visible to false. I set it. Just let us see whether it is coming or not. No output. Nothing. It has not executed. Even the button created, everything is so set, button is added, size is set, layout not null set, but visible, because of this visible command not executed, visible method not called, so it is not executed. Okay, so here set visible true means it will start the execution, also open the frame. Okay, because all these are methods of frame which is overridden here to execute the frame. Okay, so this is one example I will share you. Okay, because of time is very less, so I will not allow you to write here. You can write when we are discussing, otherwise I will share you. But remember, all of you should write this program in paper so that you can understand this thing. So in the program first, it has extended the frame class and the methods directly called here of frame class. In this program, just you see this program here, the class name is first2, but it has not inherited from frame class. Inside the constructor first2, we have created one object of frame class, frame f equal to new frame. Okay, so now using this f we can execute. So frame f equal to new frame means it creates a frame, f frame, then button b equal to click me, there is a button created here, button class, using button class b is created. So b dot set bound 30, 50, 80, 30 means that is the size of the button. B dot set background color red means the button's color, background color set to red. Then f dot add. So B component is added in the container f. F is a container, that frame is a container. Inside the frame, button B is added. Next, the f frame size set to 300, 300. F dot set layout set to null, layout set to null. F dot set visible true. Okay, so this is the other way of writing using the frame class inside our class. Here it is inherited, in this program it is inherited, but in the second program it is created inside the main class. Then in the main function, then I have created the object of the first2 and immediately it will call it, execute it. Now let us see the program. So here it is created the 300 size frame, then the command button, the background color is red set, then here set as red, then uh, when this line executed, it is added in the frame, when the set size 300 set, then layout null, then visible true. Okay, so that is executed. Now here to stop, we have not written any listener, so it will not stop. Here we have to press Ctrl C to stop. Okay, so today we have discussed about the different components, containers. Panel, we will discuss panel and rest other things in the next class. Okay.